This documentary called BS High, which I believe stands for High, was so frustrating and so infuriating. And the main person who's the antagonist and I guess the protagonist, because he's the whole thing, is such a piece of scam artist, double talking, watch your wallet. Don't give him your phone number. Don't give him your social security number. Don't tell this motherfucker where you live. He's such a piece of shit, this guy who created this fake high school football team, because he created a fake high school in the state of Ohio. And the story got a lot of publicity because his fake high school football team somehow, some way, and we still haven't figured out, made its way to ESPN to play against a prep school called IMG. IMG is kind of like the UCLA or Michigan or the USC of high school football. It's like the great high school football program. They have all sorts of sports. There's a lot of money involved, blah, 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 blah. This guy created a fake football team with a fake high school with a bunch of fake high school students who were so taken advantage of, so lied to, so betrayed by this double-talking con man, literal, like, nefarious, slick talking piece of shit. And they made this documentary about him and the school and the kids and the betrayal. And it was so frustrating to watch because at the end of it, and I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but I will, this piece doesn't get what he deserves. He hasn't gotten it as of the making of the documentary. And this motherfucker was acting like he was celebrating. Like, he doesn't understand that him being in the documentary shows what kind of a piece of he really is.
Oh, that's
which is
so he's
indicative.
talking in it.
He's talking to the camera like I'm talking to the camera. He's lit. He participated in the documentary, so he sort of snitched on himself. And he's such a I hate this word because it's so overused by your. Are you Gen X?
No, I'm a millennial.
Well, you Gen X millennials, they overuse this word narcissist.
Yeah.
And he's such a narcissist, con man, bull, double talking. And he's so frustrating to watch. And you just hope at the end you see him in handcuffs. And at one point, they dug up everything. The researchers on this, they got him on everything. And at one point, you thought he was going to go to jail because there were some accusations or charges of him beating up a woman, beating up his girlfriend. And he's just such a con man. I mean, taking money from hotels, taking money from churches, taking money from the players, making them sign loans, PPP loans, and he's just a piece of shit. The only time he shows any remorse is in regards to himself, which is why, like, your generation, millennials.
Yeah.
What are you, Gen X?
No, I think you're Gen X. Or you're baby.
I mean, I'm not Gen X. We don't have something for my
you
my
do.
name.
You definitely do. I think
I'm
you're
53.
You're the baby
I don't know
boomer.
what we have for me.
You're baby boomer. I'm millennial, and then there's Gen Z.
I'm not a baby boomer. I'm not a boomer. I'm not a baby boomer. I'm not Gen X. You're Gen X.
Okay, then I guess I'm Gen X. Was this guy a football player, or was he just?
No, he never was a football player. He had dreams of being a GM of a football team, and now he showed himself to be the piece of con man, slick, smiling, mean. His real nastiness comes out at one point in the documentary when he refers to his football players as little N-words. He goes, these little N-words. And you're just like, there you are.
Yeah.
There you are. And he kind of reminded me a little bit of the Denzel Washington character in Training Day. And you're just hoping, like, the end of the documentary is him in handcuffs and like prison people are going to find out, like, oh, he took advantage of kids, albeit they were young adults, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. And he also was accused of beating a woman. You just hope, like, this guy's going to go to jail and all sorts of consequences. And as of the end of the documentary, the only thing I'm going to say is you don't get that. And that's why it's so infuriating to watch. But it has nothing to do with football. Like, that's just a scam. I highly recommend it on HBO, which used to be Max, BS High. You're going to walk away being angry.
Yeah, because I know the outcome, and I know that he probably, I mean, maybe he did prison time, maybe he didn't, but it doesn't sound like anything happened to him. So
you're not going to watch it after I gave that strong recommendation?
No, I'm just saying that's frustrating to know that going into it, but...
So are you going to watch it or not?
Yeah, I mean, you just gave us the whole review of it. I mean, I'll watch it for sure. I'll definitely watch it.
You're not doing me or anybody else any favors. The thing is that it's a lack of respect, because to be honest with you, when you give a recommendation, I go, well, Dean, I'll even tell my wife, I go, well, Dean said it's good, and I go, his track record is pretty solid.
But
I'm giving a excuse me. I'm giving a recommendation, and you're like, toiting.
No, I'm saying it's frustrating to know that nothing happens to this guy. I know I'm going to watch it. I'm definitely going to watch it because I've heard about it too, and I know that I'm going to be frustrated knowing that the guy has zero consequences happen, and he's laughing around in the documentary. I've seen the clips that you posted too. I'm going to watch it. It seems like there's a lot of scam artist documentaries going on, because then there was that other documentary that you recommended, which I watched, which was the telemarketers. Which was
That's
also
a good one too, on Max, formerly known as HBO. Did you finish that?
That was also really interesting. I mean, the subject matter of them being telemarketers isn't the most entertaining thing in the world, but the characters in that documentary are so wild, and what happens at that call center is so crazy. I mean, they got like convicted felons and criminals and drug addicts and all sorts of people working there. They're like, it's one big party.
I'm sorry. Is there any way you could put that cat in a cage?
No, don't. That's
your cat just meandered through the shop.
He lives here. This is his house. What do you mean? His food's over there.
But he's in the background.
He's not hurting you.
The
He's not hurting anybody.
You don't have a cage or like a box you could put it in?
No, I'm not putting him in a box. Don't say that. Don't say that. You're across over there. I'm here. He's not bothering you.